Good morning, everyone. Jason here to give you your Tuesday tip of the week. This week, we're going to be talking about our short approach areas around here at Bobolink Golf Club and how to deal with shots when we're on these tight lies and just off the green. Around here, we have a lot of these short approach areas. Typically, mid to high handicappers have a tough time off these tight lies because it is such a tough golf shot when you have a, sand wedge or 60-degree wedge in your hand. So to take away some of those variables, we're going to take something with a lot less loft. So right now I have an 8-iron here. And what we want to do when we take our 8-iron is we want to swing this club like we would a putter. Okay, so we want to get that club a little more upright in our address position. And we also want to make sure that when we're gripping the club, we want to get that club a little more in our palm, just like we would with our putter grip. All right, we want to get that club in our palm. And what that's going to do is that's going to eliminate some of that wrist hinge that we have in our normal swing. It's going to we're going to treat this just like we would a putter and have a lot less wrist hinge. And we're just going to be rocking our shoulders just like this when we're hitting this shot. And because we have a lot less loft, we don't need to swing it necessarily quite as hard as we would if we had something like a 56 or a 60. So the big thing here is we want to get this ball on the ground and running as soon as we can, right? Have it rolling like a putt once it gets on the green. That's going to give us our best chance to get this ball close to the hole. And my dad used to always say, if we can keep that ball lower in the air, there's a lot less chance of things to go wrong. So especially for those mid to high handicappers, if we're trying to get cute and hit something up in the air and stop it quick, a lot of the times we're either going to hit it fat off these lies, or we're going to skull it. We're going to have ourselves another chip from past the hole off the green for our next shot. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get this ball running on the ground as soon as we can. We're going to be a little more upright in our setup with the golf club. That club's going to be more in the palm of our hands when we grip it. And here we go. Ooh, bad bounce. Bounce a little right. That's one of the things we have to consider when we're hitting these shots, is that if we're going to be hitting on those approach areas beforehand, that we may get some funny bounces. So we want to make sure we're trying to get it, fly it over most of that stuff and get it running on the green as soon as possible. So let me hit one more. Play a little more break this time. Same thing, a little more upright. Club's in the palm of my hands, in my grip. It's a better shot there. Still not high enough. This green's got quite a bit of slope to this back pin, but I got about a 10-footer there for my next shot, which is pretty good. Now we'll work towards the next club we have for this shot, a 3-wood. Now it seems pretty funny we're hitting a 3-wood from 20 yards off the green, but just like the 8-iron, we don't have to swing this very hard to get the ball moving. So just like with the 8-iron, we're going to get a little bit closer to it, maybe feel a little bit more upright, get that club more in our palm. We're going to hit this just like a putt. Not quite hard enough with it right there, but that was the right idea. Let's hit one more. Go a little bit harder. I had the right read. That's another thing to consider when we're hitting these shots, that you want to read the green too, because if that ball is going to be on the ground sooner, we got to account for what the green's doing up there. That was a pretty good shot right there. See how this one goes. A little long and past, but about an 8-footer for my next shot. So for all you mid to high handicappers out there, don't always go and grab that 56 or 60-degree wedge for these short, tight lie shots. Try an 8-iron, try a pitching wedge, try a 9-iron, or try a 3-wood. See how they go. Get that ball on the ground and running towards the hole, and you'll have a better success around these tight lies. All right, we'll see you next time.